You know, part of me playing at full power would be literally me using the pen and pencil, pen and paper method, pencil and paper, whatever you want to call it. Although in this day and age, it'd be more like bringing up a text file, but I'm shrugging in real life as I say, that might not actually help me as much as I think. So, as we get in a Thode2 medical history run, we'll remember that, no other settings needed, and yeah, we'll try to be a bit more serious as we get into the second of the third of the second to last Kirie filler episode. I think I know what I want to do for the rest of this month, for World of Horror anyway, but meh. Also, I just forgot the backstory. So actually, I'm going to go back and check. And when I actually tried to remember, I did remember it correctly, but then there's no way for me to prove that now because I didn't do it in one. So for timestamp's sake, as we get into a Thode2 medical history, Kirie, yes, we're going to focus a bit more, and I was going to say something and I forgot. So knowledge, charisma, Takushi-san, second mystery, dexterity, and light. Yes, me not forgetting things in the short term and the long term would help out immensely with playing any video game, or just in life in general, but I have to be me. So, library notes immediately, off we go. We have both of the amazing spells, if only this were an Eldritch Parasite run. But if I get smacked with events in an Eldritch Parasite run, it doesn't really matter anyway. The translation of that sentence is, if I fail a lot of skill checks, like if I fail literally 75% of my skill checks on an Eldritch Parasite run, I promise you're going to be in a lot of pain. Akamanto, ramen, scissors, nails, teach. Well, considering we're on a run like this, I could go for the thingamajiggy, the cursed scissors. Unfortunately, we also have 3 guaranteed other bosses. So, the question is, this is actually an interesting, so we'll talk about this if nothing else, because even though we are playing as Kirie, this is a more general strategy. So with any of these 2 spells, literally any of these 2, pick one, whatever one you like, although I think Ghostly Spirit does, it does like 6 damage compared to 5. Doesn't really matter, you cast either spell twice, and you're usually going to be able to handcuff. I think Ghostly Spirit does win out though, because it allows you to, double kick, which is guaranteed, as opposed to Mind Drain, which deals 10 damage with 2 casts, and you will need more. Now, you heal to reason, so that's kind of the number trade-off there, but most of the time you're going to be using it with less, you're not topped off on stamina or reason, and the reason that's important is that in Akamanto, those are the specific thresholds I was calculating. Akamanto, when you use it twice, you get into handcuff tech range, which allows you to one-shot Akamanto. Similarly, with the Scissor Lady, you get to do a wooden bat throw, desperate prep attack turn. So you do a desperate prep attack plus throw the bat. That's 12 damage, 14 damage, and then if you use Ghostly Spirit twice, you might one-shot her, but you usually might need a turn, I think, depending on HP scaling, of a kick or an attack. Take your pick, but kick gets the advantage of bracing. As for nails, same thing with Akamanto, because this is a human enemy on non-ending A. You get to do Ghostly Spirit twice or Mind Drain twice, and you possibly get to handcuff tech. I'm going to pick Akamanto here, but we want to go over the last one. And then Teacher is just a big school encounter. This is probably the one I would take after 1 or 2 mysteries, because with Kirie specifically having less than 6 strength, we can't brace into the Teacher attack. The enemy before the school isn't really that, you shouldn't need to handcuff tech unless you're about to die or something strange, but at that point usually your run is going bad anyway. Take Akari. But yeah, we're gonna take Akamanto here. This does mean I need to grab a weapon, so we're going to prepare, but we have Akamanto anyway and scissors, so our doom is going to be low. Your base takeaway for any new people to me, this channel, or World of Horror in general is that if you have scissors and you're going to play Akamanto the way I'm going to play it, you should have a lot of doom to spare, like 10-20% doom minimum, as opposed to most other runs where you don't have Akamanto and school together. Let me repeat that. When you have Akamanto and school together, you get to do some pretty cool things with your doom. But the problem is we need a weapon as well, so Army Knife it is. No random item stats, so Army Knife is the go-to pick here. I've recently just really started using the Army Knife. Again, the reason I do so, also, I'm also wearing a piece of clothing in real life backwards, so let me combo break myself. But, yeah, max threat level school with Akamanto and scissors in your run is an automatic school police patrol. Now, if you have like bulletin footage and, I don't know, bulletin in your run, then and the force is at max threat level, then yes, put the police patrols in the forest. Either one will be good anyway, in my opinion, but you're in the arms of RNG at that point, whether you're embraced by RNG or throttled by RNG. But if we can get some good RNG and events, we should be fine this run. If not, so... that being said, we can immediately use a thingamajiggy here, but I'm choosing not to because I am going to use Mind Drain and purposely try to heal Reason, which is why I'm taking this all damage in the face. And if we hit both attacks, yeah, we get out. We take 3 all to lower Doom by 3. Once or twice per run is not bad. If you trade 3 all for 3 Doom any more times than twice, then or 3 times or more, it can get dicey because you're not sure if you're going to lose that much more HP elsewhere. Now, I'm failing every skill check, but we're still okay for the moment. Okay, yeah, and then we get a much fairer skill check, and at this point, probably might look to use Ghost. Oh my goodness, what a time to take 2 stamina anyway. We get to Desperate Struggle. We might just Desperate Struggle our way out of this. Yeah, we get Desperate Struggle. So, again, note the thresholds I mentioned earlier. I'll say it here again for more so it's a lot more clear. But 5 damage twice, you get Akamanto at 16 HP on your first mystery, which means even with double kicks, you can handcuff tech. Now, if you didn't have handcuff tech, yeah, you are in a bit of trouble here. But even if, in this specific instance, if I didn't have... both spells, literally both spells, or Ghostly Spirit minimum, I would use enough to deal 11 damage, so that's either 1 Mind Drain, 1 Ghostly Spirit, or 2 Ghostly Spears. Then Akamanto would have about 15 HP or below, which is important for the Army Knife, because the Army Knife, when you use Desperate Struggle, Prep Strong, you deal 15 damage. Now, we could just do that, actually. In fact, I probably should just do that, considering we have another enemy to handcuff. So, yeah, why don't we do that? So we're going to Mind Drain once, we lose 1 max reason, no one cares. And then we use Ghostly Spear. I'm going to option select just in case, but yeah, that's an Akamanto one-shot. And yeah, we get the Crestfallen Mask, we don't need to use it yet, so off we go. Not that there's anything that scales with Doom in our current run at the moment, so we can just do whatever we want, basically. Keeping in mind that we're also on a medical history run, so one-turning everything is going to be helpful. You never know when that one hit that you take in the whole run ends up being, you know, oh, actually, I think I'll take Nails 4th. Yeah, you know what? We're going to take Nails 4th. Do I want to take Nails 4th? I'm going to take Nails 4th. Yeah, you never know when that one attack is going to be, like, Cut Artery, and you're in the middle of Vigil, and then you take, like, 5 or 6 stamina damage just right out the bat. But, as we actually do have Scissor Lady here, we might take, I think we're going to plan to swap our Army Knife for a, Cursed Scissors. So, yeah, that's the intent. Now, if I could survive long enough, that would be nice. Otherwise, the odds of actually just taking stamina damage back to back to back to back, as I am at the moment, is actually not that high. So, you know what we're going to do with this level up? I did forget that I have Discharge Summary on Medical History. I would reroll there, but I don't want to spend any more Doom at the moment. Yeah, we're going to take Stamina. That's why I took that level up. Now, I would have liked to take Strength in preparation of Teacher, but that wasn't going to happen either. Oh my sweet goodness. Well, this is an opportune time to just Ghostly Spear our way. Unfortunately, we're just off of 3 stamina, so option select another Ghostly Spear. Okay, good. I think the option select there, or basically hand-eye coordination there, is quite helpful. It allows you to take risks where pretty much there aren't any. And the other way to say that is that it gives you another out. Oh my sweet goodness, my stamina, please! Are we gonna be okay like this? If we get 8 knowledge and 8 dexterity possibly, we should be okay for the lighthouse. Unfortunately, we're gonna use Mind Drain once, but then we're gonna use Ghostly Spear, and then we're gonna see where we are. So, yeah, the horror version of Scissor Woman, I think, has actually more HP, if I recall correctly. I don't remember at the moment, because I don't remember at the moment. Otherwise, we do a similar thing here. So, what we're going to do is Desperate Prep Strong. That is going to be at minimum... I think I'm actually getting more damage from somewhere. Where exactly? I'm going crazy. Well, either way, we're going to Ghostly Spear and Mind Drain. And then we're going to throw the Army Knife, just in case. Okay, we did defeat the Scissor Lady. The important part is we grab these Cursed Scissors and move on with our lives. Although our stamina is very, very painful. Very much in pain. I am monkey speaking at the moment. But we're going to take stamina in the bath and move on. We also are less efficient in the bath. So, Yeah, we're gonna save nails for fourth. We're gonna save nails for fourth, and we're gonna see what happens. If I could get a pack of cigarettes, that would be interesting. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna do that, so we're gonna take reason damage instead, because I'm just gonna expect myself to fail, especially with a 12 roll. I think you literally have no other option than to just fail in that instance. But off we go. We grab a brick. We store the handcuffs. We don't need these at the moment. But we get a pack of cigarettes, and if we run into out of funds, we're definitely trading off reason, so I can mind drain more and feel cool. Basically, if you have Mind Drain and Ghostly Spirit in your run, your chances of whatever your probability of losing the run was probably halved in that moment. Now, I got really greedy there, so I should not have tried to go for the katana, but I'm me. So, I could sell the medical kit and get another pack of cigarettes. Again, it's really, really important to try and one-shot everything in a medical history run, especially Thotu is where bonus damage is coming from. Yeah, especially on a Thotu run. So basically, taking any hits is predictably very painful. However, we're gonna wait for out of funds. That way, we can grab another pack of cigarettes. If you get price hike, cry. But at the moment, we should be okay. Just take the experience. We shouldn't be visiting the hospital anymore. I lied one more time, but that actually cost me the run. So if I had not increased the threat level, I would not have taken that extra penalty damage, especially when you keep rolling 11s and 12s. But now the other thing I could have done is rest as well, even though, yes, we trade 3 Doom for 1 stamina, 1 reason, or go to the tree to heal 2 stamina. It would have been much preferred. I just like walking forward to at least prove the point of why I don't like to just walk forward. You will likely walk forward and have an 80% chance of surviving in the same situation that I am, but otherwise, if you want to be safe, yes, please rest, please use tree for stamina. If you need reason, I don't know where you go. I guess just continue resting. But without further ado, we won't take up much more of your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later! I won't take up much more